Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over my tournament match in the Stone Circle tournament against Atta. And I don't like this meta. It's hazard shift, it just feels way too draft reliant. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as the last meta. The Power Shield meta, that was far and above the most RNG draft based meta we've ever had. But in this meta specifically, it's very easy to tell whether you can win or lose just based off the draft. Because the whole point of this meta was to bring the war tactic into Battlegrounds, as it has been every time we have one of these. But Decay is that strong of a tactic and that dominant that the whole meta this time around is to not run any tactic defenders because none of them are really good. If you have a tactic attacker, then the tactic defender's going to get smoked and you're going to finish with 100% health. The only exception to that is probably Deathless Thanos, because he's just a tank. Or, say if they don't really have much counter-wise, like, you could trap them with a tech champ, like Shocker. Shocker has caused a lot of problems, especially in Alliance War, even with counters, so I think champs like him are worth running, but Mystic champs are pointless because the Science champs are so dominant that there's no reason to run them. Anyway, for this first fight, I chose Jabari against Bullseye. This is typically a very good matchup because you can just build up and get to 10 hunt or 10 charges and get the hunt up and then just nuke him down. Unless he does this and just fucking walks up and throws a special one into your block. Not ideal in the slightest, but... And also, I have no Fury, I don't have the hunt anymore. There's pretty much nothing I can do here unless I actually play properly, which I'm not going to, obviously. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to try and nuke him down. And he throws special 3. Now, if he didn't throw his special 1 into my block, that fight would be 100% finished by now. And I'd have like 95 to 100% health. But yeah, special 1 and that'll finish him off now. And I would have won it. So that's really unfortunate. There was a bit of an incident with this match in particular as well, this first round. So you will get to it. In round 3, Atta comes across a bug, or what they claim was a bug, where I'll get to it when it gets to it. Man. I'll leave it for now. Anyway, I choose to play Spider-Ham next, and I think he plays as Red Skull. Yep. So I go with Black Panther because he's tactic, and I needed the other guys for round 3. I could have potentially used Deadpool here. I probably should have, but I didn't know that he was going to use Spider-Ham here. If I'd have known that, I'd probably use Deadpool and then save Black Panther for defense. But Deadpool was pretty much my only counter to Spider-Ham, so because it's a bit tricky with Mantis to work around it. But Black Panther works really good for Red Skull because of the parry ability accuracy failing. It just means that I can reparry and build up an absolute shitload of charges. But I do mess up a little bit. I just walk up and he just light attacks me. So a heavy counter into special 2 and that just kills. Just like that. That's a rank 3 Red Skull. Black Panther is absolutely ridiculous as an attacker. Like, it's not even funny. He's just so good. And he's going to be an MVP for Safeguard. 100%. just because I took that little bit of chip damage, just because I hit, or just because I got hit, I almost lost that round. Yeah, this is the round that really, like, caused a little bit of controversy. So I decide that, because he's placed Onslaught, my only chance at winning is placing Mantis, just to make him use Hulkling, because he can't use Photon. Yeah, and it might be slow. Mantis might special 1 and mess him up, and he might have to take some Incinerate damage just to avoid getting put to sleep. Things can go wrong there. But things can also go very wrong in my fight, which you'll see happens. So, I got really unlucky with Neuroshock RNG. I got 6 in like the first 12 hits. And Prowler can't crit, which makes it even worse. So I'm waiting out the poison phase. I'm gonna go for it. Of course, the one hit that I actually get in poison puts one on me. Now go for a special 2, hoping that this actually kills, and it doesn't. Nowhere even close. And then I got hit. I don't even know if I went for an intercept or a dash back or what, but yeah, I got hit, and there's me thinking, okay, the match is over. I've just thrown. I lose, GG's. Well, I lose the first one, and then he's still in the fight. And I'm thinking, he's not timed out or anything, has he? But yeah, apparently his relic just fully whiffed. And it was what he claims to be a bug. Otherwise he would have won. So, and yeah, that just looked really weird. I thought he'd timed out, but no. So, because of the supposed bug, we're going to redo that match later on. So that whole first round just didn't count, and we're basically starting from this one. But yeah, bands wise, I chose to go with Serpent, Titania, and Ghost. Don't usually ban Ghost, but he didn't have the other champs that I would typically ban, and there was nobody else there that I really thought was that much of a threat. And I know that Ghost can do Ghost can easily counter some of my best defenders. So, just thought might as well. Right, we're getting into the match, or what? Or are we going to take too much time picking? Okay, so this round, place Maestro first, because in my eyes, it doesn't look like he really has a counter. He goes with Photon. I use Nefaria. Believe it or not, I've done this fight in like a minute, 100% health. I can't remember whether it was Victory Shack or... I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, because Nefaria steals the power gain anyway, but... I don't know how I managed to do that, because ever since I've done that fight, I've not been able to replicate it. Like, I've always taken way too much damage from either blocking or hazard shift. And you'll see there, I just can't, for some reason, land the parry on the second hit, or on the last hit of the special one. Because you can parry that, and you can punish it, and get the energy vulnerability up. And that's also a way to get around it in pure light form. But yeah, with the Petrify and the poisons, anything that I'm healing is getting reversed. So, this matchup can work, just not if you get really bad poison RNG. Because poisons plus Petrify, that means the healing I'm getting is being reversed, and yeah, that came to show. lost 20% or 23% of my health. Purely because of not healing up that I should have been healing up. And he only just beat me. So that's really unfortunate. Anyway, I noticed that he... well, I say I noticed. Yeah, Maestro is pretty much my only defender. And this is what I mean when I say it's pretty much mainly down to draft RNG. Because I didn't get an amazing Thanos counter. Kushala works. Kushala absolutely works, and so does Thanos. But Thanos was pretty much my only defender. And yet that still gets nuked by Spider-Ham. And I thought, okay, I've got one chance. If I can get this down faster than he can get Shocker down, then I can go to round 3. If I don't and place Thanos, he probably still beats me anyway. And even if he doesn't, he's got me round 3. So I had to take a risk. And then this fight just goes to complete shite. So, start off parry heavy, as you do. Bait out a special one, or well, try to bait out a special one. Did I? No, apparently not. Apparently just go straight for the nullify. I thought I'd dex the second hit of that, and then he'd walk up some mediums me, and then I'd miss a special 1 dex. I'm like, yeah, this is over. I've lost this already. I think this is not good. Salvage what I can, and then I think he goes unstoppable here. Nope, he doesn't. I managed to time that well enough. Actually dex that one. Surprise, surprise. But then I missed a parry and thought I'd hit it. But yeah, I think I just... Well, the unstoppable triggered there from the node from Decay, and then I missed another parry and I'm dead. By then, he's already done with the fight, so... Makes no difference. So, I'm 1-0 down. Or 0-1 down at the moment. Just going to carry on as normal. See what I can do, hope that I don't get completely bullied by the draft. And yeah, just keep going, I guess. I'm going to stick with the same bands because again, there's nothing really that I can see in his deck that would actually be a detriment to me. And go with Bullseye. So first round he places... It's not Nick Fury. Was it? It was Nick Fury. God, I did this match yesterday and I still can't remember it. What's going on? So I place Arcade first. He doesn't use Deathless Thanos. I remember this. He doesn't use Deathless Thanos. Okay, use Spider-Ham. Yeah. So I use Counter-Fire for this. Just because I am hoping that I can reverse Second Life. Or at least heavily reduce it. Because Nefaria is that strong that you can just do that. But I do need to watch out for the unblockable. So I'm going to wait, bait out the special one. Going to make sure this special one pushes him over 2 bars of power. And I can't actually utilise my evade. I went for an intercept there, that was really dumb of me. I lost most of my charges because of that. That might have actually been the difference, you know. Like getting hit there might have been the difference to me winning and losing this match. I can't remember if this was the one that I did win, or whether it was round 2 and 3. But I know I got this whole match. Spoiler alert. I'm going to hold my special 2 until he actually gets into Second Life. And then special 2, this should kill It crits, luckily, and Incinerate gets him down. But Spider-Ham being Spider-Ham and me getting hit was what cost me there. Fun. Love this game. Anyway, moving on to round 2. I think I can't even remember what I placed. Placed Bullseye. And he placed Bullseye. So we're having a race here, it seems. Onslaught and Jabari. Now at this point, I'm just hoping that he does... Well, I say he does. I'm just hoping that whatever happened to him... whatever happened to me happened to him. That's what I'm trying to say. Where Bullseye is just a dick and messes him up. I probably shouldn't have blocked that whole thing because I'm taking unnecessary degen damage, but unnecessary block damage, and then I just get hit. Gonna wait this out. Make sure I don't get poison on me. And a special 2, and this should just kill. Relic for safe measure, and there we go. He can still beat that because I got hit, but I really hope he doesn't. And he didn't, luckily, so by this point I've already won. Looking at round 3, I've got one of 2 options. Actually, no, I don't. I have to see what he does. The smart thing for him to do would be place Deathless Thanos and race mine. He could use Hulk, I could use Spider-Ham. If both fights go really well, mine has the potential to be faster. But that's probably not going to happen. But it seemed he wanted to use Deathless Thanos for my Deathless Thanos instead of Hulk. So he put Crossbones down. Which is weird because it's an unduped Crossbones. If it was a duped Crossbones, I'd understand, but it's unduped and this isn't really doing anything. Yeah, I'm not sure if Inequity played that big of a role in this from what I can remember. But just going through playing Scream now. Just typical Scream rotation, special 1, get your furthers up. Build up a load of debuffs, build up a load of madness, and special 2 and win the game. So I'm going to full send this because that's the whole thing. This is max ramp. I have 8 debuffs. Okay, that's probably why it didn't kill. I was fully expecting that to kill. And it didn't. Because thing is, that rotation typically does like 400,000 to 500,000 damage. The reason it didn't there is because of Inequity now. Now that I'm looking back, I had 8 debuffs on me. If he runs max Inequity, that's 36%, like a passive 36% weakness. So I'm just hoping that that's enough at this point, because I fully thought that Special 1 into Special 2 would just kill. But apparently not. And looking at it, I've got this round. Yeah, even if he finished at 100% there, he wasn't taking that. He'd taken just enough damage to the point where I would have still done that. Yeah, same again, going with the same bands. And it's 1-1 at this point, where it typically would be 2-1, and I'd need one more match to win, but all because of the bug and thing, we both agreed, like, yeah, I'll just play an extra match, it saves any arguments and inconveniences. Yeah, Draft again. He gets photon, and I'm now shitting myself. Oh no, I don't have a good photon counter. Whatever will I do? And I still don't. I've still been absolutely bullied on the draft this round. And I don't really have a good Nick Fury counter. I need to start picking Nick Fury. I need to put Nick Fury in my deck. He's not in my deck at the moment. I need to put him in because he seems to be an annoying ass defender. Unless they have Penny Parker. If they don't have Penny Parker, then Nick Fury's easy. But I don't have Penny Parker, so go for this Nefaria again against Photon, hoping that I get better RNG this time. Spoiler alert, I don't. He goes for Deathless She-Hulk against his Sinister, which is smart. Deathless She-Hulk has her own debuff, so decays up 100% of the time. And yeah, just going to try this again. I actually get the parry this time, get the energy vulnerability up. Go for another parry in special 1. Get another parry off, 2 energy vulnerabilities up, which is a rare occurrence for me. Yeah, as well, mixed with Despair, the healing that I'm getting, it's just not enough, really. Yeah, you can see even though I've got my debuffs up, the Petrifies mixed with the debuffs from Despair, it's just reversing everything. Yeah, I get 2 energy vulnerabilities up, throw my special 2. 2 crits, that does a lot of damage. And I just go for another combo and finishes it. Hopefully that's enough. That's better health, but slower than last time. I think it's roughly the same score, maybe a bit less. But it'll come up any second now that he finished at 100% health and edges me out on the score. Again, by like 600 points. Very similar to how it worked out last time. And then, yeah, I just lose this one because of the draft. Like, there's nothing more I can do here. I think I try playing for round 3 again. I place Hulk just in hopes that he messes up to somebody, because my only other defender is Thanos, and I need Thanos round 3 to win. And for this, I could go Jabari, but if I go Jabari, then that means that I have to use Scream against Spider-Ham, which I don't want to do. So I just throw, I'm like, yeah, I've lost. There's nothing I can do here. I need Jabari for any of the other 3 if I place Thanos. I have done this fight pretty well before. I don't do it well here. I think I play it right, but I just mess up. Yeah, so that's how you want to start it out. Should go 4 lights and special 1, yep. Like, I'm not necessarily doing anything wrong. I should have thrown my relic there. Or just not hit into him. That would have been ideal as well if I just didn't do that. Go for a few light enders. Couple of extra hits. And special 2. Let's get some fairly low. Again, Inequity is messing with me so badly here. Like, that would have probably nearly killed if I didn't have Inequity up, but just gonna go for some light enders. And I'm gonna go straight back up to special 2, but I'm taking a hell of a lot of block damage just from the Incinerate's lowering block proficiency. And yeah, this special 2 finishes him off, but it's not enough. Yeah, there was no chance I was winning that. I didn't have... I mean, even if Jabari, maybe, but I'd probably still lose too much health there. Now, at the start of this draft ran out... Well, the recording cut out because I had a work call. So, the first... I think Arcade and Medusa were auto-drafted for me. Like, Photon and Shocker, I'm pretty sure I picked. But Medusa and Arcade were auto picks. Just because I was on the phone to work, I couldn't ignore it. I did have Do Not Disturb on, but it came through the Do Not Disturb because they'd rang me multiple times, so at that point I knew it was important. Anyway, he starts off placing Bullseye. I go for Maestro because I see he doesn't really have a good counter. He uses Thanos. Yep, so I use Photon for this. Now, I could have played this better. I could have played this a lot better. And I have in the past. But again, I just didn't. I think I accidentally go to Special 3. Which was definitely not intended. Yeah, because Photon's naturally bleed immune, I don't have to worry about that even if my debuffs fall off. Yeah, with Decay as well, I'm not taking any of the hazard shift damage. Yeah, I think I try building up some one too many of the fucking, what's it called? One too many of the energy vulnerabilities and it pushes me red. It wasn't on that one, but I think it's on the next one. Just because I want my special 2 to do the maximum amount of damage it can. Is it this one? I didn't even realise I was capable of full dexing the special 1, but there's something for you, I guess. I just went for it. I don't know what came over me, I just went for it. I never usually do it because I always mess it up. Yeah, I think after the special 1, I just go for the special 2 again. I think. It's not here that I throw a special 3, is it? No, it's not. But this kills. And I'm hoping that that's enough. And only just. Maestro held it out, thankfully. And, yeah. I've definitely got this round. Because I can place Domino 1 of 2 rounds. I don't have to worry about Arcade, because Arcade is his only non-skill champ. I think I placed Thanos here though. Arcade? Oh no, I placed my own Arcade, because he doesn't really have a good counter. I don't know what his obsession with Crossbones on defense was. But he places Nick Fury here. I go with Medusa. And I know I've got him round 2 or round 3 because I can place Domino and use Thanos for anyone. Or I can place Thanos and he doesn't really have a counter. Yeah, Medusa, I go for medium, 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 medium. That gets armor shatter up. And then I just start hitting like a complete train. Now, Medusa is probably the most underrated of the Gifted Guardians champs. Like, I don't see anyone really talking about her. But, like, for a normal health pool, this is kind of like even ranks. Rank 2 versus rank 5 Ascended. And that was like 30 seconds to get that Nick Fury down the first life. And you'll see here, as soon as he throws this, in like the next 5-10 seconds, he's just dead. Like, look at that. 61 seconds for a Nick Fury with getting through both lives, and that's a rank 2. That's not bad. Like, Medusa's really good. And the next rank 3 I get to choose for myself, that isn't just for the battle group for war, I'm probably going to rank 3 Medusa. And the more I'm using her, the more I'm regretting using the Gifted Guardian's Awakening gem on Deadpool. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I thought at that point I'd won and didn't have to play again, but because of the whole incident that happened in the first round, here we go again. We did draft for one of the rounds like before this, and then I realised, he misunderstood what I said. We thought that we were just going to try and replicate the round where with Hulkling versus Mantis and Prowler versus Onslaught, but instead we just said, yeah, we'll just fucking do the whole thing again. That's what we meant. It was unfortunate because I did feel like I had a very good draft that round, but ayo, can't win them all, can you? I did use a reroll there. He used a reroll in the first round, and not in the first round, in the second round. And you are allowed one reroll per match. I don't like using them in tournaments, but in a situation like this where we're redoing a match and it's a one decider, I'm just checking I'm recording this, just in case. He uses Kushala there, which is probably a very poor decision on his part. I used Deadpool here, just because Decay reduces the bleed damage from Bullseye, so I'm going to start off with a parry heavy, and the plan here is to do 2 special ones, and yeah, I do 2 special ones and the fight is literally over. So I have 9 of my charges now, 10. I'm going to parry, light, medium, special 1, 35 bleeds. And because Decay is still up at that time, I'm not taking much bleed damage. But from here, I'm just going to do light. Build some charges up. I'm going to skip a little bit just to get those charges up. Relic into special 1. And that kills. It was a pretty good fight as far as Bullseye goes. And luckily, Domino was Domino and messed him up a bit. If this actually gets to it. Yeah, I'm just looking through everything now. He doesn't really seem to have a good Maestro counter, and if he does, he has to use one of his best defenders. Doesn't really have the best Thanos counter either, and he can't place his Thanos on defense because if he does, he doesn't have an arcade counter, really. I mean, Jabari can do it, but it's not ideal. But yeah, I'm in a good spot right now. Even if he places Photon, that's his best Thanos counter down, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to put Maestro on defense because Kushala was his best Maestro counter. Does he put Thanos down or does he put Dust down? No, he doesn't put Jabari down. I'm pretty sure he puts Dust down. Yeah, Dust. So I use Nefari for this, thinking that I can use Spider Ham for Photon if need be. And he uses Onslaught, does he? Yeah, Onslaught for this Maestro. And then round 3 would be a Thanos off. Kind of. And yeah, this fight, I got hit. Standard. And like, there's no way for me to actually get an energy vulnerability up because you can't punish dust special attacks with Nefaria, which is quite unfortunate. But like, I go for the parry there and it's just out of habit. But yeah, I'm not going to try and do anything fancy here. I'm just going to play it slow, steady, safe. Make sure that I come out with as close to 100% health as possible. And yeah, just keep on doing what I'm doing. Another special one, which will put the slow up and keep 3 debuffs on him. And I think I just full send this. Yeah, after this I just full send. Special 2, hoping that kills. Spam relic, that hits block, but the incinerate kills, and I won. So yeah, GG's Atta. I'm moving on to the next round now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.